everyone! Lint and buildup can accumulate in your locks quite easily. It can happen from things shedding like towels or scarves, or from product residue being left behind. It is very important that you try to prevent the buildup from occurring, as prevention is always better than cure. Therefore, I encourage you to see my post, Ways to Prevent Lint or Buildup. However, inevitably, lint and buildup will sneak their way into your locks. So here are 3 ways to fix it. Number 1. Use a needle. In order to fish out the lint caught in your locks, the simplest way is to use a needle or a safety pin. This is best for when the lint is stuck near the root. That part of the lock hasn't been fully locked yet, so the lint will be easier to remove. If it's lower along the shaft, you can still try, but chances are you won't get it out fully. If you try for 60 seconds and it doesn't come out, stop. Otherwise, you'll be weakening the lock and it'll eventually break off. Number 2. Baking soda soak and apple cider vinegar rinse. This is one of the most effective ways to remove product buildup and dirt. People often combine the 2 ingredients, but little do they know that if not done to a specific ratio, they can end up neutralizing them and losing the effects of both. Since I'm not a chemist and don't know the exact proportions required, I've decided to keep the baking soda and the apple cider vinegar separate, as to ensure that both are effective when used. So first, fill a bowl or basin with water and ensure that it is large enough to fit all of your hair. You can mix a little hot water in to make it warm. Then, add the baking soda in. For a bowl with about 12 cups of water, I used 3/4 cup of baking soda. Be sure to wash your locks before you soak them in this mixture. You will do this for 10 minutes, and remember to turn around so that the front of your hair gets a chance to soak just as much as the back. When the time is up, even though you just washed your hair beforehand, your bowl should be filled with dirty water. Rinse out your hair quickly with normal water and then do the apple cider vinegar rinse. You can use a squeeze bottle like an empty dishwashing liquid bottle or a hair applicator bottle to apply it to your locks. I used about 1 cup apple cider vinegar with 2 cups water. You'll need more or less of this depending on how long or short your hair is. Be sure to cover all of your locks. Let this sit for about 3 to 5 minutes and then rinse it out and apply a light leave-in conditioner. You don't need to do this method too often. Every 4 to 6 months is sufficient, as it can be harsh on your hair. However, the baking soda and apple cider vinegar rinse does remove buildup and can reduce frizz and promote hair growth, so it is worth the potential risk. Number 3. Hair dye. If after trying the previous 2 methods, there is still some lint left in your locks, then it might be time to dye your locks in order to cover the lint. Remember, lint doesn't mean you have dirty locks, so once it is lint and not product residue, letting it stay in there won't cause your hair to smell. It's purely about the appearance of your locks. So if seeing the lint bothers you, just cover it with hair dye. There are natural ways to dye your hair. See my post How to Dye Dark Hair Naturally, or you can use a commercial hair dye. If there is still product buildup on the other hand, then I suggest repeating method 2 and washing your hair with a strong clarifying shampoo.